Stephen F. Austin Lumberjacks were one of the teams who received a first-place vote in this year's coaches poll. A bright future ahead, possibly a memorable season to come here in 2013. With more, we send it to Corbin Pate.
The SFA Lumberjacks enter 2013 looking to put their first losing season in 5 years in the rearview mirror and get back to the top of the Southland Conference. With the loss of 4 All-Americans from last year's squad, that might appear to be a tough task on paper, but the Lumberjacks have the benefit of a returning senior quarterback in Brady Attaway, who's already among the school and Southland's all-time leading quarterbacks. Attaway will have 3 of his top 5 targets back from last year's team, including DJ Ward, Mike Brooks, and Aaron Thomas. The Jacks also return the services of one of the nation's most exciting running backs in Gus Johnson. A 2013 CFPA Running Back Award watch list candidate, Johnson earned first-team All-Conference honors while pounding nearly 1,000 yards on the ground in 2012. Despite losing 2 seniors, including 2012 All-American John Steele from one of the nation's top offensive lines, Attaway should receive plenty of protection from the guys in the trenches. Defensively, the Lumberjacks will have to replace standouts Willie Jefferson, Josh Aubrey, and Ryan Epperson. Malcolm Maddox will return to his normal defensive end spot opposite Darren Robinson to give SFA 2 all-conference athletes at the bookends. Texas A&M transfer Shavion Hatton and Baylor transfer Donald Bryant should provide SFA 2 powerful run stoppers in the middle of the line. Junior Colin Garrett is the lone returning starter in an otherwise youthful linebacking core, and SFA's secondary lost 2 starters, including Josh Aubrey, but returned senior safety Caleb Nelson. For the Southland TV Network, I'm Corbin Pate.
Thank you to Corbin. You heard some of those big losses, but a lot of talent returning this year. 16 returning starters from a year ago from a team that finished tied for 4th, right in the middle of the pack in the Southland Conference. You see some big dates. Weber State there, August 31st, the final day of August, this upcoming month. But that conference opener against Southeastern, we'll have it on ESPN3 October 12th to kick off that ESPN3 slate of Southland Conference games. Well, we talked about a lot of seniors under the roof here at LaBerge Resort, but again, another school with such a bright future. They brought a pair of juniors, Gus Johnson, along with Darren Robinson, the running back and defensive lineman, joining us. And well, when you talk about Gus Johnson, it seems like it really began last year against the eventual champs, Central Arkansas. About 8 inches of rain that day, and that didn't slow you down one bit. A breakout performance for you. Did that help you know that you had an extra gear in your game that you could take over against a top-notch team like that?
Yes, it really gave me a lot of confidence, as a running back to, I basically put the team on my back that night, ran for a great game in the rain, so it made me feel real good.
Lumberjacks play out of that spread, and I know a lot of running backs would hesitate to sign up for that, not thinking you're going to get your numbers. How do you come away with multiple 200-yard performances in that offense?
Coaches, they just believed in me. They had faith in me when they saw me start running the ball. So, I guess they thought, give him a little bit more carries and see what he can do with it.
Well, I have to imagine the man sitting next to you, Darren Robinson, every now and then gets frustrated by you in practice because you don't only run the ball and go out for passes, you don't mind throwing up some blocks as well. And Darren, what can you tell us about this young man when he doesn't have the football in his hands?
I always knew he was going to be great when he first came. I used to actually give him a lot of troubles when he first got here, I believe. But I always knew he was going to be great, the way he just came out every day, his attitude, and just little things.
These highlights you're seeing are from sophomores. Again, both Gus and Darren coming into their junior years now. Darren last year as a sophomore, 7.5 sacks. Darren, that was only second best in the conference because a teammate of yours was top man as a senior. Now you're the top returning sack master in the league. Yeah. That means some double teams are coming your way. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah, I look forward to it.
Are your teammates ready to step up?
Yeah, of course. My boy Malcolm 5'1", my brother, I'm going to be taking him up to the double team this year, so I know he's going to be making a lot more plays. We're going to be good.
Well, you've been getting some national attention. I'm sure your head coach, J.C. Harper, has been keeping you modest despite all of that national attention, and he's now with Brooke.
That's right, Ligon, here with Coach Harper. Coach, you guys finished 4-3 last season in conference play. Do you enter this season maybe with a little chip on your shoulder?
Well, we worked tremendously hard in the offseason to get better, and obviously the objective is to win football games. And you hope that your team has that fight and that scratch ability to want to go out there and really play tremendously hard. And I guess with those efforts, that's what you want, is a little bit of chip on your shoulder.
Now you have your returning quarterback. In fact, this will be his third year as a starter. Now, what are you looking for from Brady Attaway? How can he even take a step forward after starting for 2 years?
Well, I mean, I think he can continue doing what he's doing. Obviously, he has a lot of experience. He knows what we're doing. He knows how to do it. He's been out there before, which you can't take that away from him. Experience is a lot. I think anytime as a player or as a competitor, you always want to be the very best you can be. And so playing the game the very best you can be is what Brady wants, and consequently, that's what we want as well.
All right, let's take a look at your schedule. You open conference play against Southeastern Louisiana. I asked this to Coach Roberts. How does this game set the tone for the season?
Well, I mean, it's always your first opportunity to win a Southland Conference championship, and usually you want to be able to start out on a winning note. And so playing at Southeastern, considering the last time we played there, we didn't fare too well. We played really not very well, and they played tremendous, really physical football game. And Coach Roberts has an excellent football team that we expect will be a heck of a challenge, but we're looking forward to it.
And you and I were talking about this earlier, though, that game against Sam Houston at Reliance Stadium, that's always one that you guys get extra hyped for.
Well, I'd tell you, it's a tremendous venue, a tremendous opportunity for our programs to be able to play in such a big arena in the Texan Stadium, the NFL, and Houston market, and to play a team like Sam Houston, who in the last 2 years has went on to play for a national championship and back-to-back conference champions. It'll be a heck of a game again this year as it was in the last couple of years.
Coach, good luck, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Lincoln, back to you.